Okay. So, hi everyone. My name is Brittany, and I have been here at Q Sciences for 7 months now. And these past 7 months have totally changed my life. I feel like it's even an understatement to say that it's changed my life because it's like transformed my life for the rest of my life. So I'm so grateful to share this with you guys. This is my family in this picture. My husband, Nick, and we have been married for almost 11 years. And those are our two daughters, Emmy and Luca. Emmy is 7, Luca is 4. I'm originally from Northern California, but we just moved to Nashville in November. And so we're loving the Southern life. It's exactly what I pictured, and it's awesome. So I'm a Black Diamond. Doesn't mean much to you right now, but I'll go over a little bit later what that means. But honestly, I swore, like a lot of you actually maybe feel right now or you have felt in the past, I swore that I would never do network marketing. I just never thought it would be for me. And it's because, and again, you can probably agree, a lot of times this is just done in a way that feels like salesy and scammy and just something that I would never want to align my name with. So I just wrote it off. Um, but after Luca was born, I was not feeling like myself. And so my sister-in-law, she shared with me some products and she told me that the cheapest way to get them was to order wholesale. We didn't have much room in the budget. So I was like, well, I like a good discount, so we'll try it. I tried it. I shared it because that's what we all do. We share the things we love. We just don't usually get paid for it. Um, and people cared. They cared about what I was sharing. So I got my first paycheck and it was $600. And when I saw that $600 paycheck, I was like, whoa. That is when my belief in network marketing was born. I realized the potential there and wondered what could happen if I actually put some effort into this and make a business out of it. So I did. And I had a pretty successful business. I earned a 6-figure income for a period of time. I got the free car, not so free, but the free car. I got a trip to Hawaii and a shopping spree, and it was great. It was great until it wasn't great. And what made it not great was the fact that I was the only one on my team finding that level of success. No one else that had joined me was earning even $1,000 a month consistently. And it broke my heart and it made me feel almost guilty. It made me feel like I was wasting their time. And I'm not here to waste your time. I didn't want to waste their time. And so I just did what I knew to do, I guess. And I backed off the business. I was like, well, this isn't serving everyone. This was a great run, but I think I'm done. So I kind of backed off the business. And so kind of around the same time, my story kind of jumps a little bit all over the place, but I promise there's a point. My husband, he was a police officer and oh my gosh, he loved his job. He was one of the really good guys. We used to go on like ride along date nights that were so much fun. But anyways, he got in a fight with a guy the night before Luca was born and it blew out his knee and it it was pretty devastating. It was pretty terrible timing too. So with that, he ended up getting medically retired. It was a huge blow. It was really, really sad. So we were living in California at the time, and a medical retirement meant that we lost 2/3 of his income. And losing that kind of money and medical benefits, everything, trying to survive in California was rough, to say the least. So the last 2 years have been like this downward spiral financially. It was honestly a deep, dark hole that filled up with so much debt. It took a toll on our marriage. One thing you guys will learn about me is I'm very much an open book. I just lay it all out there. So it took a toll on our marriage. It was really, really rough. And it even trickled down and took a toll on our kids because they might be little, but they pick up on things and they're not stupid. And so they could tell that we were stressed. They started to get stressed and it all kind of blew up in my face. One day, my mom, I didn't let anyone on to how bad our situation was. I didn't want help or a handout or anything. And so one day my mom was watching the girls. I went to pick them up and I guess Emmy had asked my mom if she had any dog food that she could bring home because we didn't have any for our dog. And my mom was like, Oh my gosh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And so she got together like bags of groceries and stuff. And so when I went to pick up the girls, she was like, Britt, is everything okay? I was like, no. And she told me what Emmy said. And you guys, it freaking broke my heart that my daughter was worried about money. Like kids should never be worried about money. And I in that moment was like, okay, something has to change. It has to change now. I have to do something. Um, like I had all the fears. Like when you start a business or especially something like this, there are fears involved. What are people going to say? What if I fail? Is this a pyramid scheme? It's not, I promise. Those are illegal. But like all of the fears came, but they didn't matter. When that happens, it just didn't matter anymore. Any of the fears, I had to push past them. So I had actually been watching my friend Francesca. I knew her from my past company. I watched her build a killer business here and I was blown away and she had my attention the whole time. Um, and I watched her build her business all the way up to making $90,000 a month. And I was like, holy cow, like who makes 90 grand a month? It's just insane. So that was really impressive to me. I only needed like a fraction of that. But the thing that really stuck out to me was the fact that I think when I joined, she had 10 six-figure earners on her team. So in our last company, her and I both struggled with the fact that our team wasn't winning with us. And so she had 10 people already earning a six-figure income. And I was just like, okay, if this allows you to win this big and your team to win this big, and it's going to save my family, I'm all in, let's go. So I joined. When she showed me the comp plan, I don't know if you guys have seen the comp plan yet. It's mind blowing. And you're probably going to think that it's too good to be true. But it's actually one thing that I've realized. Sometimes when things are too good to be true, sometimes they are, but sometimes they actually just might be too good to pass up. Really quick, our comp plan pays out 37%. No, that's wrong. Most comp plans pay out 37%. And that's why it's really hard to make money. And they're out to make the CEO a lot of money. Our comp plan pays out 48 to 50%. Our CEO and our president, I'll introduce you to them in a second. They're independently wealthy. They're not here to make a bunch of money or get a helicopter or an 18th property. They're here to help a lot of people make a lot of money. So our comp plan is insane. So anyways, I jumped all in and in 7 weeks, I became a six-figure earner. And that was, oh my gosh, like the pressure, the relief that it lifted off of my shoulders, off of our relationship, off of everything. Like to go from wondering if your card's going to decline at checkout or if even your lights are going to go on to not worrying about that is just, it's huge. So then it didn't stop there. My paychecks kept growing and multiplying. And I don't even know how many times it's grown since then, but I'm now earning a six-figure monthly check, which you guys, I don't even have a college degree. I went to college for a little bit, but I didn't finish. I knew I just wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, but never in my wildest dreams did I think that I could earn a six-figure monthly income. It's insane. So now we are completely credit card debt free, completely debt free. Never thought that would happen. Since I joined, our credit score has jumped like almost 250 points, which is just so cool. But I'm so pumped because I already have 18 six-figure earners on my team. We've been here for 7 months and I have 18 people earning between $8,000 and $65,000 a month. It's crazy. So I'm pumped. You can see why I'm like so excited to talk to you about this because it's life-changing and it's not just for me, it's for so many other people. So this business would not work if it did not have the right leadership. Everything trickles down. I joined my friend Francesca. She plugged me into the systems. She taught me everything. But again, it all starts from the top. So Mark Wilson is our CEO and founder. He's a super cool dude. He was an NFL player back in the 80s. He was the quarterback for the Raiders and he won 2 Super Bowls with them and then also played with the Patriots. He is just like an incredible athlete. Went on to real estate development and then in retirement, he was on the golf course every day for 6 months. And one day he was driving home and he was like, I'm so bored. I cannot do this every single day for the rest of my life. He has the biggest heart. And so it's no surprise that he was like, I have to do something that makes an impact on people. Like I have to go to bed at night knowing I did something that made a difference. So he connected with Dr. Kimberly, and Dr. Kimberly is this guy in the middle. I have not got to meet him yet, but I have heard he is the coolest guy. He is a naturopath, but also studied internal medicine. So he just is a very well-rounded doctor. He was actually the editor-in-chief of WebMD for 15 years. The guy knows his stuff, and he has really high standards. So I got to go to lunch with Mark last month. I think it was last month when I was in Dallas, and he was sharing how high Dr. Kimberly's standards are. So Mark gets approached with new product ideas all the time, and so when he gets those, he sends it over to Dr. Kimberly. Lets him know what the deal is. And he said 99 out of 100 times, the response he gets back is, no, Mark, so sorry. This is not a quintessential product. This is not a product for Q Sciences. And like nothing impresses him, but maybe 1 out of every 100, he's like, okay, that's a good idea. That is up to our standards. So I just know that our products are the best. They have to get his stamp of approval before they make it to our website. And so I'm excited for the day that I get to meet him. I've just heard the most incredible things about him. So they started this company. The product sales were incredible. People were loving them. And when you try our products, you feel it instantly. There's no waiting. There's no detox. There's no downtime. Like you feel it fast. And then you especially notice a difference when you don't take it. So they started the company. Products were awesome, but the company itself was not growing. They were stacking cash. They had like millions in the bank. But again, on the ambassador side, it was not growing. So that is where they brought in, who is now our president, Mr. Jake Spencer. He is basically a master at this, like a master network marketer. He made millions in network marketing and was actually able to retire his family when he was like 30. He has a beautiful wife and 4 kids, and he's just the coolest guy. So he came in actually as a consultant. So he observed for a while, took some notes, and then went back to Mark and said, Mark, I think I know where you want to take this company. Like, and if you want to take this company from good to great, these are the things that need to happen. And Mark will say, I wish it was stuff like changing the paint or the carpet or the light fixture, but no, it was really in-depth business structure stuff. I'm not going to get into all of it, but I'll tell you my favorite thing that Jake changed was our comp plan. The old comp plan, I guess, was no good. This comp plan came straight from Jake's brain, and I am the biggest fan of it. So after they put all of those things into place, Jake came on. He's now our president. He's also the co-owner. He and Mark both own Q Sciences. And we relaunched in 2018. And I'll get to the new growth stuff in a second. But like aside from how cool these guys are and like their amazing titles and their accomplishments, honestly, my favorite thing about them is, one, I think it's really cool that I am able to have a relationship with them, even this early being in this company, to be asked to be on one of the councils and actually have a voice here that they care about is pretty rare. And so I don't take that lightly. And so I've gotten to have some really cool experiences with them and seen their hearts and the way they lead. Like, for example, Mark, I got to go up to our company's leadership retreat up in this beautiful mountain cabin mansion lodge that Jake and his wife own. And the morning we were leaving, it was like 5 a.m. It was freezing cold. And Mark Wilson met us in the kitchen with his snow jacket and snow boots to load our luggage. And that might not seem like a big deal, but you guys, he could have slept in and asked like the lowest level employee to load the luggage. But he was there loading our luggage. And like it made an imprint on me, something I'll never forget, because that is true servant leadership. That is leading from the front. You know, there's that quote that says, if you can't do I always butcher quotes. That's something you'll learn about me. If you can't do the little things, then you can't do the big things, or something like that. But he does the little things and then he does the big things really well. So I love him. I'm so grateful for him. He's honestly like a gentle giant. You just want to give him a hug when you see him, but then you're like, oh, that might be weird. But he doesn't think it's weird. And Jake Spencer, you guys, it's very rare that the president like is a friend and a mentor and a trainer and a coach all in one. He'll text me and check in on me. He'll do trainings just for my team. Like he actually cares to train my team. The last time I was in Utah, he took me out to sushi and we got to just chat. After convention, I got to just go hang out in his office with him and his wife and just like decompress. I've never met someone in his position that genuinely cares and just doesn't look at me like volume or a number. We're friends, and it'll never be lost on me, the relationship that I get to have with them. So timing. Let's talk about timing, because I've heard lately people will say timing doesn't matter. You guys, as your friend, I will tell you timing is everything. And if they tell you it's not, then they're not being truthful. There's a reason that if you look at other well-established companies, who, might I add, have done incredible things. I will never say anything bad about them. But they are saturated, so there's no growth. And if you look in those companies, you will see the people who got in at the right time, who shot to the top and have that legacy wealth. It's a timing thing. Do I think that you can be successful in any company at any time? Yes, you can. But there is something to be said about getting in a company at the right time, at this time. So look, most companies, I don't want to say most, I would say some companies struggle to get out of ground floor. The beginning stages are rocky, they're unsure, and there's a lot of risk. But when you make it out of ground floor and you get to experience that momentum on this S curve, game over. So as you can see, we are right there, at the very beginning of momentum. So we have about 5 to 7 years of this extreme, crazy growth before we level out and hit saturation. Okay, so timing is everything. We relaunched in 2018. So it's been about 3 years. We have had well beyond 700% growth. We are now in 21 countries. We recently launched in Italy. So if you know anybody in Italy, you should hit them up now. And so, yeah, the timing is just awesome and it's so great. But now I want to talk about the products, because the business is great. The opportunity is great. The timing is great. The comp plan is insane, but it wouldn't work unless the products were great. And so I like unapologetically joined for the business opportunity. I needed to make money. The extent of my product knowledge when I joined was I asked Fran, hey, are the products good? She said, yes. I said, okay, I'm in. So, but I learned a little bit more since then. And I'm so blown away. And I love that we have something for everyone. Like we don't have to turn anyone away. We have stuff for your kids, your pets, everyone in between, athletes, things for pregnancy, everything. So our hemp line, our full spectrum hemp line is incredible. I don't know if you guys know much about hemp, but it's a game changer. It's basically magic in a bottle. I have struggled with anxious feelings for most of my life. And I've been on anti-anxiety medication before. And if you've ever been on it, you know it works, but it also makes you feel nothing at all. And you saw that picture of my family. And as I'm raising a family and just forever in general, it's not an option for me to feel nothing and be numb. So hemp has been a massive game changer for me in that area. And then we have our non-hemp nutraceutical line. So this has stuff for fitness and weight loss and hormones and energy and probiotics, inflammation, meal replacement shakes, silver, like you name it, we probably have it. We have vitamin sprays, which are really, really cool. You spray it under your tongue, gets you into your system really fast. But the thing is like we are 30% nutrient deficient. Okay. So you could have like your own organic garden at home. You could have your own private chef making you the healthiest meals, and you would still be about 30% nutrient deficient. It's honestly just not possible to get what we need every day from food. So with that being said, everyone needs to be supplementing. And since you should be supplementing, having this business and ordering your own products, it's a tax write-off. So if you should be supplementing anyways, you might as well write it off on your taxes. That's a win. So I'm not like a huge ingredient junkie. I don't understand it. I'm not an expert in that area at all. But this is my favorite combo. And when I take it, I just know that I feel really good. I feel really clear-headed. I feel natural energy. I feel, that fog that is always looming over your brain. I feel like that's gone. It just makes me feel really good and like things are functioning like it's supposed to be. So this is called Qcor. It's my favorite combo. Like I said, it has 3 products. It has the Q Max, which is a micronutrient supplement. It's really good for brain and mental health, fills in the gaps of your diet. I know that I do not get what I need in my diet every day. And then Align is for inflammation. So aches, pains, puffiness, autoimmune diseases, anything inflammation related, you need that. And then our Qbiotics is our probiotic, which has prebiotics, probiotics, digestive enzymes, a gentle cleanse. These 3 just really work together to give your body like the basis of what it needs. So I love this so much. And you guys, you'll love our product. So here's the deal. There's a few ways to get involved. You can be a customer. You can be a retail customer. Don't recommend. It's full price. There's no need to pay full price. You can be a preferred customer. It's $10 for the whole year. And then you get the same discount as we get as business owners. So you'll love the products and you'll be happy. But if you want to be a business partner with us, you can join for $40, which is a really, really, really cheap business to get. It's $40. Then you get to pick whatever products you want. There's no welcome packs or starter kits. You get to choose. It just has to be 100 PV to make you commission qualified. So with tax and shipping, everything, it's about $200 all in. Get your products, start your business. The coolest thing ever is that this business works and we can help you get your investment back by next Friday. Okay. So if you decide to do this, when you sign up, you get a link and you get to use that link to make money. So if someone wants to buy products from you, you give them your link, they buy products, and you earn a commission on what they get. That's your customer commission. You can also use your link to share to for business partners, people who want to join you in business. You also then get to make money off of what they do. So you make money off of your customers, then you also make money off of what your business partners do. It's both. And then just like in any other company, when you promote, you get a bonus, and our bonuses get really, really big. I'll show you in a second. And then for the US, this is only available in the US for now, but we have a financial freedom movement. Okay. So the FFM is incredible. Like I told you in my last company, I got the free car. It was not free because of how broke we were. I'm shocked that like it didn't end up getting repossessed, but now I can finally afford it. But our financial freedom movement is a really cool program that you have access to the moment you join. So you don't have to have sold a product yet or found a business partner yet. As soon as you join, you have a financial coach. So you can have meetings with them. They can help you get a plan to get out of debt, figure out, I don't even know, set up your goals for the future, whatever it is. Our coach has, oh my gosh, been a game changer. And to be honest, because of the financial mess that we were in, I was really embarrassed and I put off making that meeting. I didn't want her to see the ugliness that our finances were. But finally I did it, and I left feeling so encouraged, so empowered, with a plan to be debt free way faster than I thought. And this was before I was making a lot of money. This was back in the very, very beginning when I still didn't know if we would ever get out of debt. So the FFM is awesome. But on top of that, at Elite, which is the 4th rank, they begin to pay down your debt, whatever you choose. It can go towards a mortgage, a car payment, a credit card, whatever. On top of your paycheck, they pay towards your debt. It's so cool. So this is our comp plan. It's a 1-pager. It's super straightforward. I have a video. It's like a 8-9 minute video I can send you guys that really breaks down the comp plan. So I don't have to go into detail on it right now. So just ask whoever invited you for that video, and then you can really understand what these numbers mean. But really quick, I'll just highlight a few things that I love. So the first box 1, that's customer commission. It's awesome. You earn off customers. Then down here in box 2, this is how you earn money off of what your team does. And I love that it's volume based, because that means that every order counts, no matter how big, no matter how small. Every order placed in your organization, that volume counts towards your promotions. And there's no cap, there's no cutoff, there's no cap. The value doesn't decrease the deeper you go. Like infinite levels is mind boggling to me, but that's our comp plan. Okay, so that second blue column that says monthly team commission, this is probably my favorite part because we don't have averages. Most comp plans have average incomes and they're usually never accurate. So, for example, in my previous company, and this is honestly it's not just that one. This is how a lot of them are. They work on averages. So, there is this graphic that would go around that said the what you would make per rank on average. And so there were so many people who would work really hard to hit a certain level because it said they would make a certain amount. They would finally get to that level like 3 years later and their paycheck was like half half of what it said it was going to be, and it was devastating. They're like, I worked this hard for that. That sucks. So anyways, here, that column, the monthly team commission, you guys look at those numbers. That is guaranteed set base pay. If you reach a level, your paycheck is not going to be a penny less than that. So in the beginning, it said that I was Black Diamond. If you slide over to see what the Black Diamond base pay is, it's insane. And it's something that I can count on. I know that my paycheck will not be a penny less than that. And that's pretty wild and such a blessing. So another cool thing about that column is starting today, this is huge, we are going to weekly pay. So normally this is what you would get once a month, but starting today, this is weekly. So whatever rank you end a Friday on, you get that base pay, that set pay the next Friday. So for example, to this coming Friday is the 7th. So let's say you end the 7th and you're at pro. Your volume is at pro. The next Friday, you're already going to get $100. You don't have to wait till the next month. You're going to get $100. But then if by the next Friday, your volume is at executive, then you're going to get another $150 to make up that difference to get executive pay. So you're already paid up at the $250 to match your rank pay. And then maybe by the 3rd week, you hit elite. You're going to get another $500 that next Friday. Is this making sense? It's kind of hard for me to explain. I'm not the greatest teacher, but instead of waiting until the next month to get your rank pay, you're getting it every single week, which it's just a fact. We live in a paycheck to paycheck world, and I firmly believe that this is going to be such an answer to prayer for so many families who need a paycheck every Friday. So on top of that new weekly pay that I'm so excited about are bonuses. So those first 3 fast start bonuses are also paid weekly. So when you hit Builder for the first time, you get $100 the next week. And Builder is 3 orders under you, okay? If you hit Pro, when you hit Pro for the first time, you get another $100 the next week. And then at Executive, another $300. It's $500 in fast start bonuses. And so one thing that I would love to ask you guys, because this is just what we do, we get people to Executive in their first month. If we could show you a way to make $750 in your first full month, would you stop me? And I think most people would say, no, I wouldn't stop you. I want to make $750. So if that's your answer, cool. Get with whoever invited you, because that's what we're going to do. We're going to help you make $750 in your first month. So this is just kind of a calendar showing what weekly pay looks like and hitting that first rank, getting the bonus, getting the commission. I think that this is going to be a major game changer for so many people. So that is what I have for you guys tonight. If you have questions, get with whoever invited you. Weekly pay is going to be huge. I'm really pumped, and I'm really excited to link arms with so many of you. So like I said, get with whoever invited you tonight, and we will start running together. All right. All right. Good night, you guys.